Hi, everyone. Welcome to What Lies Ahead, the discussion that the Bay Club has been having with its community and its members while we work towards phase 1 and 2 of resuming our services. We joined you a couple days ago and we were talking about resuming golf, which we were able to do very successfully on Tuesday, May 5th at Fairbanks Ranch, Boulder Ridge, and Stone Tree. And also just a thank you to the members that sent us such kind notes for the efforts. We really appreciate hearing from you. So with golf open and members back at the clubs, we're really turning our attention to tennis. And how can we get tennis open? When can we get tennis open? And working with our local and state officials to resume those services for our members. So we're ready to share with you the work that we've been doing, give you a little behind the scenes, what's coming next, and hopefully we'll see all of our tennis players soon. With that, I'm going to read the letter that we're sending to the members in the coming days, along with the tennis SOP. And I'll pause every so often and make sure Matthew can give you more of the details than our letter has so you can understand the why behind what we're saying. So I think we're ready to go, and here we start. Dear members, with our golf courses open as of Tuesday, May 5th, we are working diligently to resume tennis as our next recreation activity, closely followed by lap swimming and recreation programming for kids in groups of 12 as a part of phase 2 for reopening California and Oregon. We are working every day with our local and state leaders to define activity-specific protocols for physical distancing and sanitization that will keep our members and associates safe and healthy. We've also used this time to get our clubs ready to safely resume services for the summer season ahead. All locations have been completely reimagined with physical distancing in mind and have never looked better. Given the changes at our clubs and in our communities during the last 7 weeks, we'd like to share the below as an overview of what to expect once you arrive at the club. Health and safety. For an outline of all the new policies and procedures that we have implemented to allow for physical distancing, please take a moment to download and review our Resuming Operations, the New Normal document. In addition, please plan to bring a mask to the club to comply with local, state, or federal guidelines, which may require you to wear a mask in certain areas on property. Advocating for tennis. Bay Club is working incredibly hard advocating to resume tennis services, not only for our members who enjoy tennis, but for the entire sport, leading the way with our connections to governing bodies like the USTA. We are also in communication with other local tennis operators in all markets to ensure we can assist wherever possible. With 7,200 square feet of space per court, tennis is an ideal sport for physical distancing requirements with only a few adjustments necessary to most routines. Bas, why don't I stop there? You are kind of the tennis pro in our senior leader team, and I know that you've got lots to add about advocating for tennis and its appropriateness as the next sport we get to resume.
I love this sport of tennis, and I want it to be a major part of our operation for years to come. I think the way we've approached this is, look, Bay Club could have been ready to run tennis a month ago safely in a healthy, safe environment. And you have seen, not only throughout the United States, but even throughout the state of California, more and more communities turning on tennis. The challenge is that we can't just be about ourselves. We've got to advocate for everybody. So a big piece of what's taken so long is we have to help the public entities in each one of the local communities. We have to help the small mom and pop clubs be able to have infrastructure and concepts to be able to execute and something that they can do. We may be a bit bigger and stronger, so we can do that easier. And it's been a process to try to figure out how to help the local public and private clubs to be able to reopen. And a big piece of that's been sort of transparency. We've said, here's all of our documentation. We've been working feverishly on this in order to set all of these protocols up. And we want anything you guys need from us, we will help. If you need a reservation system, we'll help. If you need staff to train, we'll help. If you need some of our team to actually be on site for the first week of your property, we'll be glad to help out. Unbelievably appreciative of everybody being patient while we get this set up.
Great. I think the behind the scenes look at what we've been doing is incredibly helpful. Okay, let's move on. New procedures. With specifics changing almost daily, we are staying connected to our local public health officers and county supervisors to get clarity on recent orders relating to recreation. We are very close to receiving the appropriate approvals to resume tennis at our clubs and have already prepared the internal procedures necessary to reopen safely. Here is a comprehensive listing of our new tennis standard operating procedures for your review. What will tennis look like? For the most part, the game of tennis will look the same as before the stay-at-home order, with the exception of some adjustments to ensure member and associate safety. Players are asked to bring their own can of fresh tennis balls or purchase a can at the club, as used balls will not be allowed on property. Additionally, we will provide markers that allow each ball to be uniquely marked, ensuring each player is only touching their own equipment. Balls can be returned to a server without touching by advancing the ball using several pickup techniques. No off-court gathering or congregating is allowed. Participants must always stay at least 6 feet apart to maintain physical distancing. Okay, why don't I hand it back to you, boss, to give a little bit more of a behind the scenes look on our procedures.
Yeah, I think, as everybody has sort of followed along with what was happening on a local and a statewide basis, everybody's been bullish on allowing tennis to happen. But one of the question marks was, is it a shared ball environment? And how do we prevent any type of situation because of a shared ball? And so working with the USDA, give Gordy Collins a lot of credit on this. He's been on it since March 15th when we initially suspended services. And we've been working through all the logistics. And everybody's gotten to a comfort level now that the way we're going to do this is, if you are a server in the game, you will have 2 or 3 balls of your choice. You will mark them with your own indentation so you know those are your balls. And you are the only person that will pick them up with your hand. Everyone else will use their racket or their foot to basically return the ball to the person that is serving. So therefore, there's no need for two people to touch the ball with their hand.
Okay, let's keep reading the letter. What happens when I arrive? During the initial opening phase, members will check in with our team, who will direct them to their assigned court of play. A brief reminder of new protocols, such as reinforcement of physical distancing policies, will be given upon arrival. And you'll notice that adjustments, such as removing water coolers, benches, and other potentially high-touch surfaces from the tennis courts, have been completed. We ask that court gates remain open, providing a clear path to the court. Reservations will be staggered to allow members time to exit the court before the next reservation arrives. Reservations. We will use TennisSource, our existing tennis court booking system, for all reservations. Please contact tennis@bayclubs.com with any questions about login details or booking specifics, as rules differ from property to property. Local tennis guidelines and booking rules will apply. Where and when will I be able to play tennis? While details are still unfolding, we are looking at May 15, if not sooner, as our target date for reopening our 130 plus tennis courts for member play. We expect that certain county guidelines may cause a staggered start date for some properties. Please stay tuned for more details. Following the resumption of tennis, we will continue to reintroduce as many of our amenities as possible within our fitness, sports, family, and hospitality categories as we receive approval from the local counties. Please look for the most recent communication updates in the Daily Bay and at bayclubs.com. For questions regarding your membership or billing, please contact our member experience team through the Bay Club Connect app on your smartphone or by visiting bayclubconnect.com. As always, thank you for your patience during this time, and we can't wait to welcome you back to the club. Okay, boss, I'll hand it to you to wrap.
So I think everybody's asking us, how quickly is my club going to open? And we are definitely expecting to open up clubs this Friday, May 9th, will be the first of the tennis clubs that we will open. And you will see clubs opening pretty much every day through probably Monday, May 18th. We are hoping that we will be able to have all of our tennis complexes open by Monday, May 18th. We have over 130 courts in our system. We're working with 10 counties, local counties. We have permission from the state to go ahead and start to operate, but we have to get local approval through the process. Each one of the counties has a different perspective on how things are playing themselves out. And so we are working through all of those logistics. I would tell you a third are already there and we're ready to open. A third are getting very close, and a third are hopefully past the 50% marker, and the fact that all the other counties are opening up in similar type markets between San Diego, Los Angeles, San Jose, San Francisco, and Portland, Oregon, that we should be able to meet all of the requirements of each one of the local counties. We will keep everybody posted. We'll send out regular updates as clubs are opening for tennis play. You'll have all of the information on today's communication. And, you know, again, I think the one thing both Annie and I want to say is just thank you. Thank you for your patience. Thanks to everybody for abiding by the stay-at-home rules and regulations. Thanks for loving the game of tennis. And we're excited to get everybody back. We're going to do it in a safe and healthy manner. We're going to check all the boxes. We're going to cross the T's and dot the I's with the different local communities. And if it's anything like what's just happened with golf, the reviews are off the charts. We have full tee sheets. We've got smiling people. We've got people thrilled to be outdoor on the golf courses. And now we're excited to welcome everybody onto the tennis courts and into the swimming pools and into our sports camps and other things as we go piece by piece, turning the lights back on. So thank you guys very much. AA, I'll let you wrap up.
Well, that's a wrap, and we're excited for what we get to announce next as we work with local authorities and continue to reopen the clubs. We appreciated all the notes. The notes to the new normal at bayclubs.com have very much in the last week been about when our services open. We can't wait to get back, and I would just say we can't wait to have you back. So thank you for spending the time with us, and we'll see you on the next episode. Bye.